Righty, our segment today is corporate Canon events. So you guys might have seen on the story the other day, we had someone write in and told us that they were at Chinatown Noodle King with their team, and someone in their team got hopelessly drunk. And they actually sent us the full story, but it revealed a few too many details, so we probably won't be reading that out just to, save face for everyone. But they gave us the idea. What other corporate Canon events are there? Obviously, let's start off with, Chinatown Noodle King is a staple of the genre. How many times, probably as a grad, every grad dinner, I reckon, not every grad dinner, but a lot of grad dinners in your first year as your grad job. Friday night, you're there, not really there for the food, not really there for any other reason. Yeah, or the service.
The ambiance.
You're there because it's free BYO and it's like
$3 dumplings.
And there's a party atmosphere in there. Everyone is hooting and hollering and carrying on like pork chops. It's great.
For me, it was you finish work, you go happy hour somewhere, then you go Chinatown Noodle King for dinner, you go down the road to Sanctuary Hotel, you get some Long Island iced teas, then you go club somewhere, and then you come back to that similar area and you go karaoke. That's the stereotypical post-work.
That's a circuit. That's the absolute circuit. And we did it every Friday, almost every Friday for years until COVID, I got to say. But the first time you do it is a Canon event.
100%. Also, I got to say, there has to be some collusion between the Chinatown Noodle King and the Red Bottle across the street. There has to be
something going on there. There's something.
Some synergies. All right, my next one, and my fellow ethnic people will, I think, resonate with this one, is having someone misspell your name on an email. The first time it happened, you're like, oh, it must be a genuine mistake. The second time, you're like, oh, well, mate, come on, got to pay attention. The third time, you're just fuming. I'm like, fuck's sake, man. My name is literally in the email that you've typed in.
What do you get? So your name is Senthurin, full name?
Well, at most of my jobs, I've gone by Sen.
And then misspelling Sen?
Three letters.
I've gotten Sneh. And I've gotten Seb.
Oh, that's actually criminal. Sen is literally...
And then I've even gotten my last name. Hi, Devendra Lingam. Well, that's my father, mate.
Yeah, call me Mister. No, that's fine. I don't mind the last name, but if you can't get 3 letters right, that's a bit.
The most common one for me, Miguel, is that instead of a G, they put a Q.
Oh, Miguel.
So it's Miguel
Arteta.
It's crazy.
Extra Spanish.
I got robot.
No, surely that's you go by row, they type row, and then
that's auto
fills to
I know
robot.
it's autocorrect, but it's still ridiculous.
Hilarious. My next Canon event is rushing to get to bungalow before the happy hour ends. So happy hour ran from 4 to 6. I'm talking about pre-COVID. So I'm talking about 2019, 2020, start of 2020. Happy hour was 4 to 6, $5 schooners. Wow. In this economy, could never happen. But it always happened around 5:50, 5:55. There was a mad rush to the bar for people trying to line up to get the last couple of drinks before the happy hour ends. Dude, the line used to go from the bar to basically the entrance of bungalow. It was hectic. So my mate used to just go up and order 3. And I've got a photo of him triple parking himself with 3 schooners.
For himself or?
Yeah, all for himself.
Wow.
I think those are 2 separate Canon events. I had similar. The one is if someone puts a 5 p.m. meeting on a Friday, 5:30, you're sprinting out the door to make it in time. You're packing your bags, you're going, right? And the other one is, triple parking because it's 5:59 and you just got there and you got to sit for the next hour. You get all the drinks and the problem is, on them.
If you're in the line, they cut it off. So it doesn't matter if you're in the line. It's not like, once you're in the line, fair game. It's like, you got to chop, guys. Like, let's keep it moving.
Get to the bar by 6, really.
But now they have QR codes.
That is true.
You scan the QR code 5:58. Who wants 3 drinks? Everyone, you're ordering about 200.
No, but it's an extreme sport because I remember being at the bar line and I'm counting down the 6 seconds, like tick, 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 tick. I'm like, ladies, just wrap it up, boys. Let's just order 1 drink and call it a day. And then sometimes you make it past 6 o'clock, sometimes you don't. But that's the game. That's the sport.
But shout out to the bartenders who actually do give you the happy hour prices at like 6:02, 6:03. Like, oh, come on, there was a long line and they just put it through. Legends.
So I think it's easier for them to give you the price than hear the the drunk verbal you're about to give them.
My next one's also a bit niche. We used to do 9 a.m. check-ins every morning. So my next Canon event is sleeping through a 9 a.m. check-in. And then when someone asks, you just say, my internet was playing up.
I've used that internet excuse for a million things, mate. But it's always, I've missed meetings.
9 a.m. stand-up. You call them check-ins?
Yeah, it was during COVID, so it was literally just checking in. You still alive, brother?
That's crazy. And so what happens? What's the excuse? I lost, sorry guys, internet's down. What else is there?
But then it depends when you're able to send that message. Are you sending it at 9:02? Yeah, your internet's fine. If you're sending it at 9:45, 10, it's not your internet, mate. You know people have slept in.
You got 5G, 4G. Like you can send the Slack message or the Teams message. But talk me through the panic that sets in when you realize you've missed that meeting.
Oh, it's the fear of Christ. You roll over, you open your eyes, you look at your phone, 9:45. Oh,
damn
it's sometimes it's fuck. Do I just call in sick? Just take
Save
the whole
face.
I've lost 45 minutes. Might as well just take the whole day at this
You're
point.
writing off the whole day. Yeah, that's
And the
fair.
biggest problem is the sleep you have before is honestly one of the best sleeps you'll ever have. You wake up, check your phone. I'm done here.
And in COVID as well, we were just probably up until 1 playing Warzone or some shit.
3 GTs down.
They know you're taking the mickey. Like they know it. It's you can't get away with it. But it is a scary feeling.
Yeah,
the
you can't get away with that in this day and age.
No way.
My next one, again, bit niche, but my next Canon event is you're at a team lunch and you're not sure who's paying. So if it's self-funded, obviously, you might go for something a bit nicer. But if it's, someone else is paying, maybe you stick within a budget. And so you're unsure. And then, let's say you buy something a bit cheaper and then you realize the company's pay for it. You fuck. Should have just gone the $40 steak.
I feel like this is a lesson you have to learn yourself. You have to experience this to know the lesson.
No, this is also a social faux pas. Like you don't know what to do. So you're sitting there, right? The guy ordered next to you has ordered a schnitzel. The guy next to him has ordered a steak. And now you're like, well, which way do I go?
Yeah.
It's a 50-50.
It's
You got to err on
Robert Frost.
the thing. Two roads.
Diverge into a yellow woods.
No, the thing is, the first time you do this, you have to be conservative. You have to order the schnitzel. Otherwise, you're the guy who ordered the steak on the company's dime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You have to be conservative the first time. But then eventually, once this Canon event has passed, you realize, mate, I will be ordering whatever I want
Once
and
you're
whatever
part
I
of the
feel
furniture,
like.
you send it.
Yeah. Whatever I feel like on that day doesn't matter the price. I'm not even looking at the price tag. I'm just putting it down.
My next Canon event is getting a hi and then no response.
I hate this, man. Hi. Finish your message.
You say hi back.
It could be how are you? Are you going to the office tomorrow? It could be I've got this urgent deadline due. It could be you're fucked up here. What are you doing? Just tell me now.
It's panic city. You see the hi, you say hi back, and then nothing for like an hour.
You know what the worst is?
And I'm like, fuck, what have I done?
It's when someone, Loki says hi, that's in a high position that you
Yeah.
don't really talk to often.
Yeah.
What have I done?
No, and they know what they're doing as well. Like they know that if they message you without context, it feels scary. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, grow up. Just write hi and your request in the same message. We don't need to do this, small chat.
Next kind of event is when you send an email and you forget to attach the attachment. To be fair, at least Outlook now, if you say, in your email, please see attached or please find attached, and then you go send it and you don't attach it, it actually says, oh, have you forgotten to attach your
Great
attachment?
feature.
Great
Bravo.
feature. Whoever at Microsoft did that,
Yeah, full credit to the
Bravo.
chef there. That's
Bravo.
spectacular.
I think I've done this so many times that I don't care anymore that I've missed it. I'll just send a follow-up email straight away.
I hate it. I actually hate it because the thing is, right, Gmail will do this thing. We use Gmail. They do this thing where it's like it'll send and then there'll be a delay. You can undo the send for like 10 seconds.
It's in your outbox.
That's right. And then I always kind of press send and then I scan the email
And
I
then
realize I then realized I've forgotten the attachment. By then the undo button has disappeared. You can't do it anymore. And it's just, I don't know. It's just unprofessional. But you have to learn.
You look like a clown. Like you send the email, then you get the immediate message from someone who's on the chain, like, "Oh, hey mate, I think you forgot to send the attachment."
It's the worst
shit.
feeling.
And a subsequent kind of event to that is when you send an email to the wrong person. So back in KPMG, we had someone who had a name, and then there was someone else with the same name, but they were in KPMG Tokyo. And that person, I'll tell you what, got a lot of emails from KPMG Australia in 2020.
I don't mind that though. I think that's less embarrassing, especially if you don't know
But
the
it
person.
looks so amateur. Like if I'm a bystander, I see this happen.
Yeah.
They tag the wrong row hit, for example, like send tags the wrong person. I'm like, sends an idiot. I'm thinking low of this person. Man.
Oh, sorry. Are you saying like there's a chain and then you've just involved this guy from Tokyo for no reason?
Absolutely. You bring him in. Come.
Oh.
Right, I've got a couple as well to build on Senni's. The first Canon event I have is stressing about whether to take your bag to after work drinks or not.
Oh, this.
You're in the office, especially when it's a Friday.
Yeah.
You're in the office, you're like, let's go to drinks. And you know it's going to be kind of a big night. You're like, I don't want to lug my laptop and all this around. But then if I leave it at the office, I got to come back to the office to get it. I'm not coming in on Monday. I've had this dilemma a million times. The first time you have it, you're worried.
Yeah, the discussion is always, we'll come back and get it on Monday. I'm like, no, you're not. Who are you lying to, mate?
No one ever comes back on
No one
Monday.
ever comes back.
So what's the matter? You have to bring your bag.
You just got to.
You always bring your bag.
You just got to take it.
No matter where you're going, you bring your bag. All right, the next one I have is kind of personal and niche. It's if you don't live in the city, it's having to explain how far you live from the city to people that live in and around the city. The first time you do this, you're mind blown that not everyone knows where you live is.
Yeah,
Especially when I just started, I'm like, I had to explain, I live in the hills. I'm like, what's the hills? Oh, it's near Parramatta. And they're like, what's Parramatta? I'm like, come off it, man. And you ask them where they live, Surrey Hills, King's Cross, all this and all that.
I swear to God, everyone you meet the first day at work is like they all live in the city or in a city. It's like, does anyone not live out west?
And the worst part is they put an expectation to come in the office now. I'm like, brother, it takes me like an hour and a half to get in, mate. Jog on.
No, that's what I loved before the metro, dude. I used to throw all kinds of times. Like I used to come in at 9, 9:15, 9:30. I'm like, yeah, dude, hectic traffic on the M2 this morning. Now with the metro, they know 45 minutes from my stop straight to mine. No questions asked. Yeah. Fuck.
All right, the next one I have, my next Canon event is everyone has kissed every single person's ass in an assessment center in hopes to catch the eyes of the people interviewing you. I feel like everyone that has graduated and gone for a grad role has done this. You go in, you try and one-up everyone else just so your name is, at the top of their list of candidates.
I'm not one-upping though. I am making sure everyone feels so included, Like
All of a sudden, all your leadership skills come out all at once.
I'm like this guy, this little Gronk over here is saying some like absolute garbage. I'm like, brother, that sounds like a great idea. What more can we do to improve that? But goodness gracious, that is a Canon event. There's no doubt about it.
Next one I have is staying out way too long at your first company event so you don't seem like an outcast. I've done this at every company I'm at. The first event, I don't want to be first to leave. I've got to suss the vibes of if everyone, stays out late or if it's everyone sticks to, drinks are until 6, everyone leaves at 6. I can't be the first one to leave.
I don't say just got to be the last one to leave or at least in the last couple. There's no doubt.
Most of the time, I don't want to be there, but I've got to be there. And everyone's got to go through that at every company.
All my fellow Big Four people will relate to this. My Canon event is doing your timesheet at the pub on a Friday afternoon.
I hate timesheets. They're the bane of my existence. The problem is, though, they said they checked them at Monday 9. Bro, I was doing it Sunday midnight. I was doing it the night before I started working. It was sick.
Yours was Monday.
Yes.
Dude,
it was a sick Olympics I played. Like, we went out Sunday, got some beers, come home from dinner. I'm like, shit, my timesheets are due.
Yeah, at least you had the weekend. Ours were due Friday night. That means you were sitting there at the pub, again, like we said before, rushing down to make the happy hour.
Probably got 5 beers in front of you.
And you're trying to meet that 7 p.m. deadline. And if you didn't, you're getting angry emails from lead partners. So yeah, timesheets at a pub.
All right, I got 2 more. I've got a lot, but I got 2 more. The second last one I have is blocking out your calendar to go get a haircut or other admin you have in your life.
Beautiful.
It's a classic of the genre.
And your Canon events, the first time you do it, you're scared. You're scared, like, what if I get pinged? So you probably bring your laptop, probably keep a phone open at home just so you're active. You're doing all that. But after a while, you're like, jog this on, whatever. I'll just send it. I'll go.
I've got one final one. We got a couple of listener ones as well we'll go through, but my final last one is Canon event is the first time you're on a virtual meeting and you forget to put yourself on mute or forget to unmute yourself. Either way, I know someone recently who was at home on a Zoom call, team-wide. He was playing Pokemon. He caught a Pokemon he really wanted and let out a yes. And then there was a quick so-and-so, can you please mute yourself?
No.
Dude, that makes your
don't
body
be playing Pokemon.
That makes your body go cold the first time someone calls you out on it. All right, last one I have. The Canon event everyone has gone through is finally finding out that genius way to keep your teams active. Whether it's present a PowerPoint, whether it's put something on your spacebar, whatever it is, the moment you figure out your own genius way, you're $1 million. Everyone goes through this.
All right. Then we got a couple listener ones, so thank you guys for submitting it. We got Shav who says, getting TMI with your coworkers.
Yeah. this is a good one. Like, obviously, when you start a new place, you don't really know these people. So you just first, you're throwing jabs first, just to,
You test the range a little bit.
Range a bit, see how they are. And then once you get to know them, the first time you properly bond with your workmate, that's a crazy feeling.
The next one we have is the first time you get hammered and get blackout drunk in front of your colleagues. That comes from Laura.
Yeah, similarly. You can't do it first day you meet them. First Friday, you can't be doing
You
that.
do it second day. Blackout drunk though?
No, I've never been blackout drunk in front of my workmate.
But you've definitely made a fool of yourself.
Oh,
surely.
100%. Yeah. Countless times. But
And then
But
the
I
next,
make sure it's an environment everyone else is making a fool of themselves. So I'm not
Exactly.
the only one.
But then you got the next day after where you reflect upon your actions and maybe some videos come out of you doing karaoke or dancing and you just sit there scrolling through like cringing.
I mean, rule for life, but definitely for work, never be the drunkest person there.
All right, next one we have Abby. She says the "Can you do this today?" task that comes in at 4:55 p.m.
This is a heartbreaker. You're looking forward to leaving soon. You have
maybe you got dinner plans.
You got OzTag tonight. You got dinner plans. You're like, fuck, I'm keen to leave, and then you get hit with this, and your plans are gone. It's gonna take another hour or two, and pretty much ruin your night.
But this is another one. Over time, you learn to distance yourself from these sometimes. You set the boundaries, but first few times, you're doing it regardless of what it is.
Yeah. You're not even pushing back at all. It's yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full.
One for now.
All right, so winner says Ryan's Bar lads looking to root receptionist fest.
Nothing good comes out of Ryan Bar on a Friday.
No. And I'll tell you, the first time I went to Ryan's Bar, it was confronting. Just white shirts and, gilets as far as the eye can see. R.M. Williams up to the gills. As a woman, I'd be scared. As a man, I was scared. It's a hell of a place to be.
All right, Cushy writes in applying for other jobs at the office.
That's crazy.
I mean, this is a classic of the genre. Like you're sick and tired of work.
You do that.
At work.
Yeah, of course.
No, that's mental.
Do you mean office or work from home?
Work from home.
Work from home, you do whatever you want, man. In the office.
In the office is
That's gnarly.
mental.
Have you heard of people doing the interviews at their current place?
What?
Like booking out a meeting room and doing the interview there.
Well, how
Is that
else
normal?
Yes, how else are you going to do it?
I haven't done
At
this.
home,
It
bro.
sounds crazy.
Like the normal people.
No, back in the day. So this is what happened, right? The first ever job I worked was before COVID. There was no work from home. It was 5 days a week. I was desperately looking for another gig. Mate, of course you had to book a meeting room out, book a meeting with yourself an hour, apply to a couple of jobs when things are slow. Then if you have an interview, you're going to do it in the meeting room.
Really?
No one's listening.
Take a day off or something. Take a half day. Then disappointment.
No, dude, this is a proper Canon event because you got to ride the gauntlet a little bit. Like it's electric, the feeling.
That is crazy. I personally wouldn't
I don't
do
have
that.
the balls
but
for
I don't
this.
have the cojones for that. Wow, some great Canon events there. Brought back some great memories. Thanks everyone for writing in and let us know if you want us to do a part 2.